capital is one of the most valuable assets that you can build into your personal life, into the life of your team. Because social capital is really about multiplying your resources. Everybody whom you meet, you can be a resource to them and they can be a resource to you. When it's done well, through bartering, through exchange of ideas, others actually work for your business. When they actually like you, they bring business to you. You do not have to pay a marketing fee. It lowers the cost of doing your business because you're not taking out cash all the time. You know, cash is actually one of the lowest denominators of currency. You're using a different form of currency because building social capital is really about building relationships. It's not about selling. You build a continuous chain of supply because when people like to do business with you because you're part of their network, then they bring other people into that network, and so you have less and less marketing and sales efforts unless you want to create awareness for something new. So that's really good. You actually improve your personal skills in many areas. One example is cross-cultural skills, because when you want to do business with different people or you mix around with different consumer groups, it could be different ages even. You learn about a different culture. For example, in the digital age, not everyone was born into the digital age. So you learn the culture of digitization or not. Or you may learn the culture of another language. You may learn the culture of another ethnic group. So through building social capital, through building these networks, having friends in these areas, you really, really broaden your scope. And I can say definitely from experience, I've had 4 startups. It is the social capital that has helped me to expand and sustain each one of the businesses. It actually teaches you a great deal of tolerance. Well, it taught me a great deal of tolerance anyway, because you know how it is. You go into something, you think it's a certain way, and you find, oops, it isn't. But you need to accept that something else is as valid as the area that you came from. It's just different. So we actually learned tolerance, and that of course improves our personality, improves the way we look at things. It attracts business without looking for it, because when people know you, then they actually look for you. You can build your social capital online and offline. I actually do get people who like my posts, the motivational posts I put out every day, and people like those, and they have contacted me to ask if we could work together. And so that's how social capital actually attracts business. And the ultimate, of course, is when you become a resource person or a gatekeeper, which means that people trust your knowledge so much that they ask you to recommend other people. So you become established as a networker whom people can look to for a resource. These things you cannot buy. They are priceless and very, very high value. Social capital is the highest value you can have in business.